Why can't you configure polybar?
I don't know.
Python, Rust, Go, Haskell, GTK, Qt, C++, and even C. Most people viewing this video don't know most of these languages, and if you are a Linux user, you probably want to go ahead and then configure something like a panel, and you find it difficult when polybar is written in a language like Lua. I decided to take a starting point. In this case, I decided to build a panel using a language which most people can understand and know. If there is a language which most people in this world know, it has to be HTML. So I decided to build a panel using HTML. Okay, so of course this project has just begun and is under heavy development as of recording this video, but I really need you guys to be involved in the journey of developing this huge program. I mean, this program could really be the next big thing. We could see the emergence of HTML programs coming soon. I don't know, but I need you guys to be a part of this. In this video, we'll go over the current situation of the program, how you can contribute to this project even if you're not a programmer, and of course how you can contribute to this project if you are a programmer. Okay, so this is how you can access the panel from your desktop. So let me go ahead and then show you guys how it works. This is currently the very unconfigured Fedora Linux right now. Now first of all, go ahead and then say GitLab and then my name. That should show up my GitLab repositories. So in here you will have a lot of GitLab repositories, but what you want to focus on is this right here. I have decided to name it ElectroPanel. I know it's a terrible name, I'm changing it soon. Yeah, bear with me right now, and I'll change it in some time. So yeah, go into the ElectroPanel repositories, clone the URL, open up your terminal, go into your projects folder, just say git clone and then paste. Now once you have the GitLab repository cloned, you need to first of all make sure that npm is installed in your computer. So for that, you just go ahead and then say sudo dnf or apt or pacman, depends on what distro you're using. In my case, sudo dnf install npm, and that should be able to install npm in my computer. I have already done that. So okay, so now that we have npm installed, we can get started with how the project works. And for that, I have prepared the best flowchart which you will ever see in your life. I prepared it especially for the video. I used my mouse to write, so I know it's bad. This is the basic structure of the panel. It has a main project folder, of course, and it has some other folders like package.json file. We have node modules which we don't use at all. It's not even applicable. As you can see, I have drawn it here. And finally, we have the src file, or that's basically the short form of source file, and that is the most important folder in the project. This is where I have divided the whole project into three basic parts. The first part is the index files. This is gonna have basically three files: the index CSS file, index.javascript file, and index.html file. Assets folder is just gonna have the images, music, sound if there is any, and all of those stuff. Now moving on to the next folder right here, which is the modules folder. This is gonna have all the JavaScript files for separate widgets. Currently, right now, as of recording this video, we have two modules. The first module is basically the time widget module, which is gonna get the current time and then it's gonna show in the panel, of course. And the second module we have is the network module, which is gonna detect whether you are online or offline, and then it's gonna show it in the panel. So those are the two modules which exist currently right now, and of course this could be extended to workspace module, launcher module, and all of the stuff. You guys get it. So this project is a node based application, and it is an electron based application, to be more precise. Although it is an electron based application, I am planning to either change it or modify it a bit, because Electron is of course a Chromium based. There are a lot of disadvantages like performance issues and so on. I am not gonna make any promises. As of now, it is an Electron based panel. Okay, so now that you know how the code works, we can jump right into the panel itself and how the panel looks as of now. So yeah, at this point, this whole program which we call panel is just a website which is made to look like a panel, which is its advantage, by the way. We can also add extra effects like blur effect, transparency, all of those stuff which you get in polybar and more. You cannot animate in polybar, can you? I mean, maybe we can because it's open source, but it's way more difficult. Now, as of now, if you just go ahead and then locate to this folder and then just say npm start. So as you guys can see, this is how it has gone so far. Now, of course, most of the stuff which you guys are seeing on the panel does not work. The launcher does not work, the workspace does not work, the title bar does not work. The only two things which works is the online status showing applet and also the date and time applet, which is gonna show the date and time whenever you are living. I mean, basically most of the time of me developing this was taken over to make this look like a panel rather than an application. This actually functions like a panel. So if I change the workspaces, it is not going to be changed because it is a panel right now. The complete project itself is completely in its beginning stage, and maybe by the time you guys see this video, it might have gotten improved. It is time to talk about how you guys can contribute to this project. Even if you are not a programmer, it really does not matter. So first off, how you could contribute if you are a programmer. You guys really know what to do. All you guys have to do is just maybe add some features which you might want to have in a panel, clean out the code. There are a lot of stuff you can do if you are a programmer, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And finally, of course, apply for a merge request in my GitLab repository. Now, what you can do if you are not a programmer. The first thing you can do if you are not a programmer is share this video. I mean, of course, this might seem like I am trying to get more views from this video, but I'm gonna be honest, at this point I have very less subscribers to even think about it. You are helping me reach out to more people so that they can reach out to me and then help me out with this project. And it really does not end there. You can also give suggestions of features which you want to have in a panel. You can give your personal opinions on the project itself, and I really don't want to drag this video too much. You guys get the idea. You guys can also go ahead to the GitHub repository and then check this out. Of course, most of the stuff in there are not working except the network and the time, but yeah, I'll of course improve it as time passes by. Hit a like so that YouTube knows you're enjoying what you're watching. Subscribe right away to stay tuned for future updates and of course some more fun content. And finally, I'll meet you in the next video. Goodbye.